Welcome back, everyone. It's Evanusa57 here. I'm back on Neverwinter on the Xbox One, and for this video I had to go to the bar because I'm going to need a drink after this. But I will be opening 1,440 Spoils of War and then another 306 Abandoned Gear. I know what you're thinking right now. Lord help his inventory. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. So these are the items that you get from the Quartermaster enchantment, or two of the items that you can get, I should say. Before you open these bags, you will want to make sure that you have a total of at least a 10.5% drop chance from your Quartermaster's enchantments, if not a 11% drop chance. So as you can see, I have a rank 9 Quartermasters, a rank 11 Quartermasters. Then I have in my belt, I have a rank 12 Quartermasters, and I'm using the Makos' Signet, which allows me to have another rank 12 Quartermaster, bringing me to a grand total of 12% on the drop chance. Because 3.5 plus 3.5, so there's 7% right there, plus the 3%, so 8, 9, 10%, and then the 2% from the rank 9, so 12%. You can have more, but you don't necessarily need it. Alright, let's kick this party off on a good note here and see. I am opening these during a double enchantments and runestones event. This way I will get double the reward, and I just want to kind of see how much refinement I'm going to get. I've opened a few of these before, but I want to open even more of them. So right off the bat, you're going to notice that you get mostly rank 6 enchantments, rank 6 and 7, and this is what you want. You're also going to get a bunch of profession resources. Now, the profession resources, depending on how you look at it, they can be good, bad, or indifferent. The other thing that you can get is a literal crap ton of potions, and then sometimes minor resonant stones and things of that nature. It is also possible to receive rank 7 enchantments. You can also get some random campaign currencies from these. So they're a really good enchantment, a fantastic enchantment. It does take a while to actually build up this many bags, though. I mean, this has been me saving up enchantments for a while. And of course, all the refinement is going to be bound to account. I'm opening these here in mod 12 before we get mod 12.5, because I'm not entirely sure how these bags will work in mod 12.5, but I'll save up a bunch of them and open them then as well, just to test it. So we want to get as much refinement as possible. And this is one of those enchantments that's pretty much the best one for refinement gain. However, it's a long-term refinement gain enchantment because you got to hold on to the bags and then build up or have somebody who has Quartermasters built so that you can get that 10.5 or 11% drop chance. And then after all of that is done, you have to wait for a double enchantments and runestones event to make sure that you get the absolute maximum for, well, each one of the bags. And as you can see, I've already got a literal crap ton. I've got not a whole lot of rank 7 enchantments, but I definitely got some of them. And then I'm getting, some Vanguard script and things of that nature, Moonsea Salt, Elemental Fire. This is a great way to get some additional profession resources as well. And of course, you can use these enchantments for refinement in other enchantments. You can use them for refinement into artifacts, or hold on to them till mod 12b, and then go ahead and use them for refinement points into whatever items you possibly desire. So it's absolutely fantastic. Favorite enchantment here. And it is going to take a while to open all of these bags, so do please bear with me. Go grab some popcorn and come back, pause the video. I've got elemental fire and residium. That's pretty awesome. Fundamental. Got a refugee. That's not that great anymore. Elemental air. You have to remember the elemental resources, they're worth like a couple thousand diamonds by themselves. So they're just quite profitable on their own without anything else. Plus, you can get the injury kits, and probably the worst thing that you could pull out of here is a white pearl. Let's see if I get a bad... Okay, like that. That's not a really good box right there. That's an example of one of the crappy boxes, because I got 2 rank 6 enchantments and I got a major injury kit. So I really didn't get anything that was that fantastic. Now this is an example of a really good bag. I got 4 rank 6 enchantments, I got Quicksilver, and I got a bunch of white profession resources. So for anyone who is needing resources to craft, or resources to turn other items into other items, through professions, these bags are still phenomenal. You can also turn the bags in directly to your coffer for guild marks. However, I wouldn't recommend doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and just hold down the button to open these bags, which is another way that you can do it. You can just chew through all of your bags by holding down A, or whatever the open button would be on PlayStation or PC. And as you can see, they just go by like credits on the side of a movie screen. Now, eventually you'll burn through all of your inventory space, of course, and, well, that is why you have to be able to have some inventory space ready to, like, mail to yourself or things of that nature. But look at all those enchantments. Just tons and tons of enchantments. This is literally, by the time you're done with it, millions of refinement points. And the best thing is, you get these simply by keeping the enchantment equipped and going about your day. You don't really have to go out of your way at all to farm these. And if you're going to build, say, I don't know, Azure enchantments, dark enchantments, radiant, silvery enchantments, anything like that, or if you wanted a runestone, you have perfect refinement sitting here for those items. It's one of the best things that I think they've introduced to this game for refinement gain. Some of you may or may not have high-level quartermasters enchantments, so I would suggest if you don't have enough quartermasters to equal that 11% drop chance, just hold on to the bags. I mean, they stack up to 999 in a stack, so it's not like they are going to take up all your inventory. But when you open them, that's when they're going to take up your inventory. So if you remember, I did a video a long time ago explaining the Quartermaster's enchantment and showing that with, like, I don't know, I think I had a 6% drop chance. You mostly got rank 3, 4, a few rank 5 enchantments, but a literal crap ton of profession resources. So if you want profession resources, they're good even before you have that 11% drop chance. But as you can see, I'm just sitting here, just chewing through all of these right now. We've got another 250 of them to go. I've already made multiple stacks of healing potions, multiple stacks of enchantments. I pretty much have over 1 stack of every single enchantment in Runestone at the moment, and it just keeps going. That's why I love this enchantment so much. Now, granted, it has taken me a while to farm these, but not really all that long. I mean, this is just, playing throughout the night, throughout the course of stream, because most of you know I do stream on Twitch, usually 5 nights a week. So there we go. And the final box gave me elemental water and 3 residium. Let's just take a quick look at what I have. This is what's in my overflow bag right now. All of that refinement. That's just the stuff in my overflow bag. It's nuts. Then we have the abandoned gear. Now, before I open the abandoned gear, I need to take care of a little bit of this inventory space. And there's several things that you can do. Every one of these items that you get, except for the refinement, is unbound. So, for instance, the potions and the major injury kits can be sold. And they actually sell for not a half bad price. It all depends on what event is active, but you can just very easily list the potions, the injury kits. Now, they don't sell for a whole lot, but they do sell. And you can just list them on the auction house. So it's a very easy way, especially some of the more valuable potions, the ones that are used in alchemy, to level that up. I can make 16,000 diamonds off of that. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a good chunk of money right there. And then another thing to keep in mind is you can actually mail yourself items. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a mailbox if you have VIP, and then you can find a message from yourself and simply add up to 5 items to that message, like so, up to 5 stacks, and then you can mail it to yourself, just like that. Then go to the message again and simply reply to it and add another 5 stacks of refinement. And all of this is rank 6 enchantments. This is a tremendous amount of refinement. Then on top of that, you do have the minor resonance stones, which now they're not a tremendous amount of refinement, but that is 100,000 refinement on a double refinement event. That's, nothing to sneeze at. So you can go ahead and mail those to yourself as well. I have 15 stacks of items now mailed to myself. And we're going to start opening the abandoned gear now. This is a little bit more difficult because every one of these bags, for the most part, is going to give you a piece of unidentified gear. They're also going to give you a lower level injury kit. Now you can still get the rank 6s, you can still get the rank 7s, as you see right there, 2 rank 7s. You can still get the profession resources, you can still get a lot of good stuff from this. But at the same time, you can get the unidentified gear. And that is why I chose to do it here at the bar, not only because I need a drink, but because if you wish to make a little bit extra money, go ahead and sell the unidentified gear. It's only 2 copper a piece, but it's a little bit extra. If you have additional identification scrolls, you could use the identification scrolls to go ahead and identify the green items before selling them, so you would actually get some silver as opposed to 2 copper, but it's entirely up to you what you prefer to do. The abandoned gear, it's a little bit more annoying, like I said, simply because of the fact that you have all of the green unidentified items that you have to deal with. Other than that, it's fantastic. And you can just look at all that refinement building up. So much refinement. I literally love these enchantments. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of rank 7s, though. The rank 7s seem to be very rare. They don't show up often. And when they do show up, it's usually rune stones, not the enchantments. But that's okay. Alright, there's 2 more rank 7s, 4 rank 6s. Quite a bit. And of course a white pearl, because, who doesn't love a white pearl? There's 2 rank 7 enchantments, which was very nice. 2 more rank 7 rune stones, and 4 rank 6 enchantments. So overall, pretty good right there. Now I'm going to discard this unidentified gear because honestly, that's just easier for me to do. And since it's easier for me to do, well, it's more convenient. Now what I want to do is I want to transfer the items to my inventory as much as possible. I'm going to list the potions. Again, I don't really use them. I don't personally need them, but I'm sure there's somebody out there who might be leveling alchemy or something like that and can benefit from them, or even the injury kits. There might be somebody out there who needs a lot of injury kits and they can benefit from having the injury kits. So it's just a nice thing to make a few extra diamonds off of. It's not gonna make you rich by any extent of the imagination, but it's gonna help out a little bit. Since why not make diamonds and refinement at the same time, as opposed to only earning refinement? I mean, kind of seems like a no-brainer right there. So let's take a look at, now that all of those are open, and see how much refinement I actually have. Keeping in mind that every message I send to myself is 500, or actually I guess 495 to be technical, rank 6 enchantments. And you can send a good number of messages to yourself, especially if your mailbox is clean. My mailbox is not always clean, so that can be a rather difficult thing for me to do, though. And you'll see there's still a ton of items in my overflow bag. I haven't even gotten down to the green gear yet that's in my overflow bag. I'm just in the process of trying to mail myself the enchantments. You basically have to have an entire another character dedicated solely to holding on to this refinement when you open these number of bags. If you don't have a character solely dedicated to holding on to the refinement, then your inventory is literally going to overflow. So you have to be careful with that. Just, a friendly piece of advice. Let's see. Go ahead and move the rest of these enchantments over. I'm starting to get down into the unidentified gear. Like, look at all of that unidentified gear. And in Mod 12b, you'll be able to put that in your inventory, use scrolls of identification on it, and then go ahead and turn that into refinement. So that technically is more refinement that you could generate if you wanted to. But only if you wanted to. And if you had scrolls of identification to do so. Because that's probably 30 items or so that have to be identified. And of course, I would say the least valuable of these enchantments are the rune stones, because you're not really going to be building rune stones often, but it's still refinement, still free refinement. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mails, 8 messages with 5 stacks of enchantments each. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I have a total of 40 stacks of 99 rank 6 enchantments. That's not counting the rank 7 enchantments. That's not counting the rank 7 rune stones. And then, as you can see, all of the extra potions, 70 white pearls. I mean, I got 24 silvery rank 7s right there. If you added everything up, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I've gotten over a couple hundred rank 7 enchantments from all that. Another 300 minor resonance stones, and of course the random quota of enchantments. So yeah, there's a lot that you get from these enchantments. Then the bad part is you have to go through like this and delete all of the unidentified items that you don't want. However, the refinement, as I said, in my opinion, is beyond anything else that any other enchantment offers. Any other enchantment doesn't even remotely come close to that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, any comments, anything like that, make sure you leave a comment. Otherwise, smash the like button, share the video with a friend, maybe with your guild, and of course, subscribe for more content. So, until next time, stay frosty.